Hello one and all, and welcome to Mini YouTuber Reviews, a series that's completely dedicated to you guys, the fans of this show. And the rules to take part are very simple. All you have to do is leave a comment down below saying you want to be reviewed, and be sure to be subscribed to the channel. And boom, you're done, you are entered. Just keep in mind you will be graded just as a larger YouTuber would be graded, so make sure you're ready before you enter. That being said, this week's participants have already been selected, so let's get into it. Our first person today goes by the name of Hunger Media, a person who, believe it or not, I actually wasn't planning on reviewing because, well, they didn't meet one of the requirements, that being they didn't have 10 videos, but their thumbnail seemed just clickbait enough for me to make an exception. So I went and checked out his about page and found out that he joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on July 5th, 2016. And as far as his description goes, well, you can't get much more to the point than that. I respect that. But seriously, for only having started making videos about 3 months ago, holy shit, he's already done pretty good for his channel. Seriously, 628 subs, that's pretty good. And as I mentioned before, the thumbnails really did catch my attention. I mean, these look like the types of thumbnails that you would see on a professional commentary channel. See, they even got the caps in the titles. Although it seems like a lot of their videos are pretty short, most of them being under 3 minutes. The shortest one being an uncancellation for Becky Bucket, an animation series, it appears, that doesn't even happen on his channel. And when I looked it up, it happened to be a series on EXGF, but really as it wasn't featured on his main channel, I didn't really look that much farther into it from there. But from what I saw, the video series is pretty popular and it's actually pretty well done. If you're interested, just look at it yourself, but really the only thing you have to worry about for this review is he's somehow involved in it. But going back on track, let's take a look at his first video he ever posted on his channel, how to get 45 billion Pewdiepie views in ... I cut the rest of it off, I'm sorry.
I bet you clicked on this video because you want 45 million subscribers by tomorrow, right? Well, you came to the right place. In this video, I will teach you how to be worth something in life. That's right. Until you have 45 million subscribers, you are worthless as a human being.
Yeah, this is obviously a satire video that if anyone were to actually follow and actually take seriously, well, you're probably still someone who is 5 years old and thinks that unedited gameplay videos are good content. But honestly, the video itself is pretty well put together and has some decent jokes in it. The only real criticism I could give at this point would be to sound a bit more confident when he's speaking, as well as to purchase a new microphone. But honestly, for a first video on his channel, it wasn't that bad. It could have been a whole lot worse. And of course, as time went on, his videos got better and better, and he got better at what he did, speaking over them. Though as he got better at speaking, something else started to become a lot more apparent, and that is the stilted scripting of his videos.
Your script should look a little like this.
And it becomes painfully obvious in his newest video. And while yes, it is a top 10 video and those are notorious for being scripted because you have to know what you're going to say on each thing, the tone of his voice in the video makes it seem like he has absolutely no interest or passion in what he's talking about, more as he's just reading off a script that was thrown at him. Here, I'll show you a bit of what I mean.
Oh, and by the way, don't get mad because your favorite YouTuber is probably on the list. It's just my opinion. Number 10. Hoitzroy. This channel has plagued YouTube for years. Nearly 8 of them to be exact. Their videos pander to small children. Their most popular videos are just awful parodies of popular songs with terrible singing and no comedic value whatsoever.
Now before you go, what the fuck are you talking about? There was so much variation in that voice. Just keep in mind that this is the exact tone that he uses for the entire video. And well, I guess it makes a bit of sense because this was a 10 worst YouTubers video. I couldn't help but think to myself as it was going along that the entire dialogue was portrayed by a text-to-speech robot that was a little bit pissed off. But as far as the video itself was concerned, that was completely fine. I mean, it was pretty well edited. I mean, they used CSGO in the background, but at least it was blurred. And for the majority of the video, you had Angry Paper Plate Man there doing a loop in the corner of the video. Obviously, he does have some talent, and he just needs a little bit more work, and he'll probably be a very good content creator. Seriously, all he has to do is work on his delivery a little bit. So for now, I am going to have to give Hunger Media a 6 out of 10, or check him out, as I do believe he will greatly improve in the near future. Up next, we have a channel by the name of MIG Sucks At Animation. Well, that's pretty rude, don't you think? A channel channel that, according to their About page, joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on October 19th, 2015. So hey, that means he just has 1 year anniversary. Congratulations! As far as his description goes, we can tell that he's from the Philippines. He is completely obsessed with It's Alex Clark, and also that he uses a Samsung tablet to animate. And over his first year on YouTube, he has unfortunately only gained himself 150 subscribers. Though it does seem to get a bit better when you realize that he only really started uploading 2 months ago. His first video ever posted being one by the name of Stick Fighter Episode 1. The only one, mind you, he never ended up making a part 2. Now you might think that I muted the audio on this for some reason, but I didn't. It had no audio. Seriously, it's just a short animation that looks like it was made on Pivot. Now there's nothing wrong with it, just it's not that good. But luckily over time he started to get a bit better and started putting a lot more work into his videos. Now remember back in his description where we told that he was an It's Alex Clark fan and that It's Alex Clark was a massive inspiration to him? Well, take a look at his character and it's almost the exact same as It's Alex Clark. I mean, it has the same exact body, only it just has some hair and a red shirt instead of a blue one. I guess it's not really the worst crime in the world, just it's not as original as I would have liked it to have been. But at least he has made improvements, as his character used to literally be It's Alex Clark. Now keep in mind before I show you one of his newest clips that he is pretty young and he is also from the Philippines, meaning the amount of English that he already does know is pretty impressive. So I am going to give him a pass on his pronunciation and sentence structure. Because let's be honest, it's extremely hard to learn a second language, and props to him for actually learning it at such a young age. So with that in mind, let's take a look at his newest video, which is simply named Q&A.
So the first question is from Mr. Smiley, and he said, "What's your favorite shape, boy?" I don't know.
Yeah, the video itself seems to have been taken all in one go. A majority of the video is spent with him not talking whatsoever because, you know, he didn't edit those portions out. And the only real editing besides him throwing the question up on screen is him raising his hand every now and again. And that's all the video is for the entire duration of it. The entire thing is done in one take. There is several pauses of him not speaking at all, and there's barely any thought put into his response. I mean, he is interacting with the audience that he has, and that's good, that's positive, I'll give him that. But honestly, it just doesn't excuse the quality of the video, especially when he's proven on his channel before that he's able to do much, much better. I feel like he has a bit of potential, but he just needs a little bit more time to perfect his craft. Because animation, it's not the easiest genre to get into. Keep working at it and try to improve with each video, and I'm sure you'll be great. But unfortunately, for now, I am going to have to give MIG Sucks At Animation a 4 out of 10. Maybe check one of his videos out. Hopefully in the future he will improve. Up next we have a channel by the name of Little Duck. Now when I came onto this channel, the first thing that I noticed was that on his banner in the very corner of the screen happened to be his Twitter @ that Twitter @ being none other than the most amazing Twitter @ I've ever seen, Sex Wings. Jesus Christ, it's fucking beautiful. Wait, what the fuck, he's 11? Right, so we're gonna forget that piece of information and head right over to his About page where we can find out that he joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on April 13th, 2016. Also, his description is just fucking flawless. And over Lil Duck's 6 months here on YouTube, he has gained himself 305 subscribers. And just by looking at his list of videos, we can tell one thing immediately, and that he is obviously a commentary channel. But we could have also gotten that from his Twitter's crippling depression. However, it doesn't seem he always used to be a commentary channel. Actually, it looks like he used to be a gameplay channel. So with that in mind, let's take a look at his first video ever posted 6 months ago called First Video. Now, I want you all to look deep into the eyes of this person right here, and keep in mind, just remember that this boy has the Twitter @ known as Sex Wings. Seriously though, what the fuck is this? This looks like the type of video that Leafy would use in the beginning of one of his videos before he gets into the actual video he's talking about. Why would you post this? Why? I get maybe a raw let's play, but this... What's going through your brain right now? Fortunately, for the good of humanity, he did not continue making these videos and instead moved over to commentary. And so far he's been sticking with them, so I guess he enjoys them. And so far it looks like he's taken the more easy route of doing commentary, where he just plays gameplay and then inserts some screenshots every now and again, which is completely fine. I mean, the gameplay is just supposed to represent filler after all. What's really important in a commentary is what the person is saying and if it's entertaining. So let's take a look at one of his newest videos and see exactly how his commentary holds up.
Hello Fat Squad, it's your favorite unfunny YouTuber here, making another video because, you know, I gotta keep that 1 week schedule so people don't think I'm a lazy fat cunt, although I really am, but...
Oh my god, it's a young Pyrocynical. Oh no. Right, but let's just look at this at how the video is made. Alright, we have a pretty good opening. The intro is pretty good. I mean, for some reason he decided to use the opening theme song for iCarly, but whatever. As far as the video is put together, that's pretty good as well, even if he does only have one character pose and it just sits there for the entirety of the video. And he does do a good job at interlacing different pop-ins every now and again that fit with what he's talking about. Hell, even his end card is pretty decent. The only issues come from his microphone quality and the fact that, well, he uses all of the same jokes that Pyrocynical and Leafy would make, basically ripping off their personas and being as edgy as he possibly can. By the way, the only reason I'm not mentioning the Minecraft in the background is because his Twitter followers had asked him to do this in this video. But generally, his content is pretty good and it's pretty well put together. The only thing I could really say is to try and create original commentary. It may take a while to find your own footing and find out what your actual commentary and comedy would be like, but it will separate you from the clones. But overall, pretty good channel so far. I am going to give you a 7 out of 10. Definitely check him out. I do believe this person has a bit of potential. Up next, we have a channel by the name of Zell Galuu, a person who I was immediately curious of as soon as I went to their channel, because immediately I noticed inside of his recommended channels box that he had someone that I recently reviewed, DangerDolan. Turns out they're actually really good friends, so hey, small world I guess. Now Zell Galuu, according to his about page, joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on September 23rd, 2015. As far as his description goes, he calls his content mind vomit, as well as tells us that, well, he enjoys spending his weekends jacking off with friends, don't we all? And fortunately, for having been here over a year, he's only gained himself 237 subscribers. And just by taking a look through his videos, we can tell exactly what he means by mind vomit, because his videos don't stay to one particular genre. They're actually all over the place. This none better represented than by his first video, which happens to be a review on my favorite game of all time, How to Fool Boyfriend.
Have you ever thought of fucking a bird before? If the answer is yes, then congrats.
You know, just like in a story, a video's the same. You have to draw the person in and get them engaged from the very first line. This can be done in several ways, by either saying a bold statement, foreshadowing for the future, or getting them to think by asking them a question. So have you guys ever thought about fucking your lamp? Honestly, this sentence right here, it's just pure gold. Besides the amazing opening, though, it kind of goes downhill, and while the rest of the video does still have pretty good zingers in it, the words that he's saying seem extremely scripted, and he just seems uncomfortable reading them, often taking long pauses.
I went into it expecting something silly that doesn't take itself all that seriously. But instead of that...
Seriously, you'd think they'd clean up those dead zones in the audio, especially on such a good first video, but he just doesn't. Fortunately, in his newer videos, those complaints don't seem to be an issue anymore. In fact, just by looking at this on screen, you can likely tell that his video quality has improved quite a bit. And he's even started collaborating with other YouTubers, as we can see by his collaboration with DangerDolan. And to prove to you his improvement, let's take a look at his newest video by the name of Zell Galuu Discusses Clown Sightings.
It's been getting so bad that at least half of the schools around here where I live had to go into lockdown at least once because of clown threats. I mean, hell, now they're running around with knives stabbing people. But why has it been happening? Well, I've been hearing several theories go around, like it's marketing for the new It remake.
And as we can tell immediately, the video is quite good. He's improved a lot. However, the only bad thing that is immediately glaring as soon as you watch the video is he's still using the same microphone. And really, that's the only thing holding him back. He makes pretty great stuff, and I highly recommend you check him out. And with that being said, I am going to give Zell Galuu an 8 out of 10. Definitely check him out. Up next, we have a channel by the name of Bro3256 Films. And just from the banner alone, we can tell this is a Minecraft channel. And according to his about page, he joined this site on December 17th, 2013. And then his description just begs you to subscribe. But something I noticed while I was on his page is that he actually has a second channel, so I went to it. And it turns out it has absolutely no videos. Great! Now as I was scrolling through his channel, I immediately started to lose faith as, well, every single video seemed to look like just a Minecraft Let's Play. And my fears were immediately confirmed when I found out that his first video was a Minecraft Let's Play. I guess there's no way around it, let's just watch it.
Hello guys, this is Bro3256 Films with my first video. Before we start, I actually want to point out real quick the reason that the video quality is bad is because I don't really have a real video recorder.
Yeah, I can definitely see that with that giant Wondershare watermark in the middle of your screen. I especially like that it couldn't capture his full screen, it's just minimized because taking up the full screen is too mainstream. But yeah, the video is just what you would expect, a raw kind of video file with very minimal editing, if any, put in. And it's just him going around playing Skyward. That's just the entire video. But if you were wondering of how his commentary actually was, when he's talking, it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. But there's a lot of sections where he just doesn't talk at all, sometimes going as long as 16 whole seconds of nothing. However, later on in his Minecraft videos, he actually gets a regular screen recorder and actually learns how to edit and put in music. So in that regard, it does end up making the video slightly more watchable, although I'd likely click off pretty quickly. But other than Let's Plays, he also seems to do miniature skits, as well as trolling videos, and sometimes even tutorials, and to be honest, this one wasn't that bad. But more recently, he seems to be moving away from Minecraft and more into classic gaming, which, please, for the love of God, do that. In fact, his newest video was actually a fan-made commercial on an old classic game called King Knight.
精神的、そして道徳的な遺産を意識的に受け継いで人間の尊厳。
And to be completely honest, I really hope that he quits the Minecraft gameplay because just so many people do that. It's so oversaturated and it's just not really entertaining anymore. Seriously, right now you have a lot to work on with just your speaking, you know, being entertaining to people, as well as settling into what facet of gaming that you want to be a part of. Honestly, I would cut down on the Minecraft a little bit and move into the more classic gaming era. Obviously, in the end, it's completely up to you, but if you are gonna stick to Minecraft, please put a lot more work into the editing on them. For now, I am going to give Bro a very low 4 out of 10. And last but not least, we have a channel by the name of Shaggy Daddy. And according to his about page, he joined the website known as YouTube on April 13th, 2013. And in his description, he calls himself a bad YouTuber, tells you to subscribe to someone else, and then to follow his Twitter. However, unfortunately, 159 people did not listen. Now, from just the video lengths alone, you can likely tell that this channel is none other than a shitpost channel. Or it could also just be a sign that this channel is a crush channel for Nafuckers, because obviously he has a fetish for him. Seriously though, Nafuckers is used in 8 different thumbnails. I think he should go into hiding. However, his first video didn't use any YouTuber memes at all. In fact, he has kind of dubbed over a viral video at the time. Here, I'll let you take a look at it.
But sometimes more unexpected sounds grab our attention. Like this desert rain frog.
I mean, I guess there's nothing really wrong with it. He's just making it cough instead of squeak. I guess it's a pretty harmless and somewhat funny shitpost. There's not really much to criticize it on. And really, that's the problem with this kind of channel. I mean, there's not much you can say about it. It's a shitpost, it's a meme. And really, his entire channel is just filled with them. Anything from imitating Chubbs' peanut butter to a fake cock reveal for reaching 100 subs. Seriously, I could try to review these all day, but it's not gonna work. It's either something that you're going to like, or it's something you hate. Really, the only thing on his channel that wasn't a shit post was his Q&A. And really, the entire video is just him on his desktop reading off the questions and then responding to them, while at the same time not even showing the question on screen.
The third question is from Lord Bung. You may know him, he's a small YouTuber. He asked, "What is your dick size?" I gotta say, it's big enough to pleasure your mom.
Yeah, it's not really that good. Should probably stick to shit posting. But at the end of the day here, I am going to have to give Shaggy Daddy a 5 out of 10 just because of how niche his videos are. Either if you like shit posting, you're probably gonna like his channel. You hate shit posting, you're probably gonna hate it. Anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Keep in mind, if you would like one of these reviews yourself, all you have to do is leave a comment down below saying review me, and then also make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Now keep in mind that I do go in between all the different videos and pick a few from each different video that comes up, so your review could literally happen at any time. So do absolutely make sure you are sticking around for them. But with that being said, make sure to check out yesterday's video, which is playing on screen right now. It was a life story of how I kind of got fucked up at the dunes. So yeah, go ahead and click that. It'll send you right to the video. And speaking of checking things out, why not check out Lord Bung? He's an animator. He's pretty great. Might as well go see him. He's right there. You gotta just click him. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I will see you on the next video tomorrow. As always, Whiplash, signing out.